Hey friends, this is Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews. Today I will test the latest smartwatch from the QCY company. Now QCY company is a very well-known company in the smartwatch world. They've made so many audio gadgets like the earbuds, earphones, and this is their first smartwatch. Now this smartwatch is loaded with so many functions and features. The best of those is the calling option, which you don't find in most of the smartwatches, especially at this price. This is actually a budget smartwatch. Now let's first do the unboxing of this watch and then we will start testing the functions and features. So keep watching, guys. Now let's open it. So it comes with this sleeve and then inside you've got this black box. Alright, so let's open. Here you go. So this is the smartwatch. Now let's look at the other contents in the box. So you get a cable. Now this is a charging cable, and then you also get the user manual. So that's quite simple. You don't have a lot of content in the box. Standard packaging. You've got a user manual, a cable to connect the watch, and then you've got the watch itself. Now this is extremely lightweight compared to the other watches I've tested. This is one of the lighter one. It's got the rubber silicone strap on it, so at the back you can see that this is the sensor. This is the points to charge the smartwatch. You've got one button at the side of it to control the watch. And then you also have these built-in speakers this side, and you've got a mic here as well on this side. But in terms of the design, it's a standard design that you find a lot of watches these days. More than 1.8 inches size, very, very lightweight. You've got a nice strap with it. It looks quite durable. Now let me switch this on and then we start testing the different functions and features of this QCY smartwatch. Alright friends, so we've switched on this smartwatch and the first thing you do when you switch on the smartwatch is actually connect with your smartphone, and as soon as you switch on you'll find the QR code that you need to scan on your mobile, and as soon as you do that you get to download the mobile application. I've already done that process and it's very easy and straightforward, and once you do that you just basically connecting the smartwatch with your mobile application, and that application is available for both iPhone as well as Android mobiles. So I'll take you through the mobile application a little bit later, but let's have a closer look at the smartwatch first. As I said earlier, this is about 1.85 inches size, which is quite nice and decent. It's extremely lightweight. It's only 35 grams, which is quite light compared to some of the other smartwatches in the market. Now the best thing I like about this is the features. It's loaded with so many features and the price is so nice. And it's definitely one of the best budget smartwatches in the market. It's also got a calling option, it's got a speaker, a mic, everything built into this budget smartwatch from QCY. So what we will do is in this video we will start testing some of the features. I'll basically talk through some of the features, but I'll show you some others. We will also go through the mobile application just to see how that works. But this is the main landing page or the dial or the watch face, but there are like 100 plus dials that you can go and download from the mobile application. I'll show you how to do that later on. But the first thing I would like to actually show you are the different options in the settings that you can go through. So we click on this button here. It basically takes you to this page. This is where you see all the different apps on the smartwatch. The first one is call. Now obviously you can make phone calls on this smartwatch. And we can try one. So let's try to make a call.
مرحبا بكم في اتصالات مسيئا للاستمرار في اللغة العربية اضغط 1.
Right, so you can see the speaker is working. It's quite powerful, the speaker. You can make phone calls as well. So let's shut this down. Let's go back to the main settings. So you've got call, then you've got daily exercise. This is another standard application on most of the smartwatches. You've got all the different things like calories burned, steps, and the distance covered. Coming back, you've got heart rate. Now heart rate is another standard one. There's nothing special about this. This is a standard feature in most of the smartwatches these days. Then you've got stress test. Now this stress test is interesting. You don't find this option in most of the smartwatches. Basically, it looks at the variability of your heart rate and tells you what's the different levels of stress you are in, and it basically gives you a number where 1 to 29 is an easy stress level, 30 to 59 is a normal, medium, and then high. I tested mine and it came out to be 39, which is normal. And then you've got training. Now training is another interesting one. You've got so many different sports mode on this smartwatch, and you can start tracking your performance in terms of the calories burned or the distance covered on the different training and workouts. Then blood oxygen is another standard one that you find in most of the smartwatches. Sleep is another one. Music, this is another standard application. You can play music, songs from your smartwatch. You can increase the volume, reduce the volume if you want. Alright, so then you've got weather, which is straightforward. You can set up an alarm clock. You have different mood levels. Breathing exercise, another standard app on these smartwatches. Then you've got messages. You can read the messages as well. You have the voice assistant on this smartwatch as well, so you can use Siri on your smartwatch, or you can use the Google Voice Assistant if you've connected an Android mobile. Then you've got SOS, you've got a game. There is an inbuilt game as well that you can play. I'm not sure how many of you would actually play a game on a smartwatch, but if you want, there is certainly an option of playing one of these games. There you go. But the clarity is quite nice. I'm quite impressed with the colors and the brightness on this smartwatch. Alright, coming back again now, then you've got toolboxes. Toolbox is another very interesting area. This is where you find the utilities like the stopwatch, timer. You can find your phone option here as well. You've got a flashlight. You can control the camera on your smartphone using this smartwatch. You've got calculator as well. Coming back, you've got settings. Now settings is where you can change the watch face or the themes. You can adjust the brightness, change the sound, vibration, set up a password, and then you've got you can set up a certain timer when you are looking at the watch. How long does that watch stay active? You can set up a do not disturb. You've got so many different languages. You've got Chinese, English, Taiwanese, Japanese, Dutch, Espanol, French, Arabic, Turkish, so lots of languages as well. You also have an option of downloading the app, so in case you have deleted the app from your mobile, you can just simply go to this QR code and scan it and download the app again. Back, you've got system. This is where you can reset, reboot, power off the device or the smartwatch, and a little bit about the smartwatch here as well. Alright, so these were all the different settings available on this smartwatch. You've got quite a few things that this budget smartwatch can do, so quite impressive. Now I will also show you how to change the dial or the watch face. You just simply long press the screen, and then you start selecting the different options that you have available. So this is one way of doing it, and the other way is to do it on the application. So I'll show you when we go to the application. And now coming back to the main page. Now this is the main page. I'll go back to the one that I've said I kind of like that one, which is this one. So this is your main landing page or the main dial. Now you've got a few shortcut options as well. So if you swipe to the right, you get to see some of the shortcuts. You've got obviously time, date, day. You've got the weather here. You've got some shortcuts like music, gaming, alarm clock, and some others. Now coming back to the main page, if you swipe down, you get to see some more shortcuts like the settings. You've got voice, do not disturb, muting, and all those different options. Now coming back to this, if you swipe up, then you start seeing the different messages that are available. So this watch has the notification option as well. It's connected with your smartwatch, with your smartphone, and as soon as you get a message on the smartphone, you'll get a notification here as well. And if I swipe up, you can see I've got some WhatsApp messages here, some Facebook messages as well, some SMS as well. So that's a very, very nice feature on this smartwatch. So this is all you have on the smartwatch, but there are so many other things that you can do with the mobile application. All right, so now let me take you through how the mobile application works. All right, so this is the app QCY. Once you open that, you just need to connect it with your smartwatch. It's just a simple one-time process. And as soon as you do that, you get to see all the different activities available on the smartwatch. So you've got a summary of all the health KPIs. You've got heart rate, blood oxygen, activity, sleep analysis, pressure, mood, weight, and all the different KPIs. Then you can also click on the smartwatch here and then get on to more features. So you can have a different watch face if you want. So you click on this, you get to see all the different options available on the dial center. So for example, if you click on this all, you start seeing all the different options that are available on this one. And there are tons and tons of them, probably 100 plus different designs that you can select from. See, so many of them. What we can do is I'll just show you how this works. Basically, you just need to make sure that you select on one of the dials, like this one. Click on this set watch face, and then it starts downloading onto the smartwatch here. So a very simple, easy process. It takes probably a couple of minutes to transfer that dial from the phone to the smartwatch. And as you can see on the watch, it's basically giving you the indication on how much time it's left. So that's quite easy. All right, so this is one interesting feature. Obviously, people like to play around with the different designs of the dial. Then you've got obviously health monitor. We saw you've got call, you've got find the watch, weather. Some of the other standard one, you can set up a profile. You've got a name. You can set up your age, weight, and all that. But other than that, as you can see, it's a very simple application. It doesn't have a lot of information. It's got all the important information that is required. And to be honest, if you don't really want to use the app, you don't really have to. Yeah, you just set it up once, and then you simply charge this every 10 to 12 days, depending on your usage, and then just simply keep on using it. And you've got quite a few dials built into this, and you can just play around with those dials. You don't actually have to use the app all the time. So guys, that was it. This is a very nice, decent budget smartwatch, I must say. I've tested quite a few smartwatches, and this is one of the really nice ones. Especially the calling option. You don't find the calling option in quite a few of smartwatches, and wherever you find this, those smartwatches are quite expensive. So considering that this is a budget smartwatch and it comes with a calling option, it's just simply amazing. So guys, I highly recommend anyone who's looking for a nice budget smartwatch to go for this one. It's not very expensive. You can go and find out all the details about this. You can go to the link in the description of this video that takes you directly to the official store where you can buy this very nice QCY smartwatch. That's it guys. Thanks for watching the video.